Hero, and today we're going to stream Final Fantasy VII again. Yep, today we're streaming. Okay, now if you don't mind, I gotta do some shameless promotions. Yeah, because you know, I got some friends who are like, yo, bro, please, let me know. Alright, so give me a sec here. Let my brothers know too. Yeah. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, I was actually talking to one of my brothers today, and he was talking about a game called Deadly Premonition 2. So confusing to talk about. Like, for reals. He confused one of our friends. Like, everyone was like, huh? Yeah, no joke. I thought I got a message, but it was just a bot in Discord. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue from where we left off. So, on our last adventure, in the episode that was oddly titled... Ooh, what's this? In an episode that was oddly titled... what was it? Cloud versus Shinra Mechs. The most anime thing you'll ever see. And I mean that. Like, it's a dude with a giant sword, broken as crap, fighting giant mechs. Well, as giant as they can get. They're meant to fight giant monsters, so... It's not Pacific Rim or Gundam level, but I'm sure if they wanted to, that actually, you know what, that actually comes later in the game. Just saying, like much later, and not in this game specifically. In the original game, yes. And then you know, some monsters here and there, kaiju level monsters, but we don't. But like that's much later, much later. But yeah, this is what we got going on right now. Heck yeah. Woo-wee. Oh yeah, I ended it right where I wanted to. So on the last one, it ended with the loading screen. Now this one's got the loading screen. Or, it had the loading screen. Now it's here. Now this episode is titled Cloudy with a Chance of Aerith. Yep, this is probably one of the favorite things. So we have the Dementors. I'm pretty sure the Dementors just saved his life.
You okay?
Aw, dang.
Yeah. Made it through with just a couple of scraped knees back then.
Who the heck is that guy?
Back then?
Oh, it's just a cloud.
What do you say? We doing this? Have we? Never
It's a
mind
very
about that.
cloudy day, and
Now,
that I'm
you need
looking
to
at
focus
right
on
now.
yourself. Move something. Anything. Why not?
You know, I noticed that they gave him like the whole arm brace bangle thing, but it makes me wonder, is it because Shinra is too cheap to buy them shields?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Bubbles!
Hey, who are you? Who are you?
Oh snap, big bad.
You're everything.
Not creepy at all, guys. Just so you know, it doesn't matter what gender you are, race. If there's a dude with his hand on your shoulder and says, I am your everything, and it's not consensual, nuh-uh.
Maybe you're not okay.
David Lee Roth.
He lives.
David Lee
Finally
Roth.
awake, are we?
Oh my gosh, I didn't know I was playing Guitar Hero Van Halen.
You're...
Aerith. It's Aerith. And you are?
Cloud.
I like to point out this is probably the first
Nice to meet you
game
again.
that... No, wait, I'm sorry, Crisis
Again,
Core.
huh?
Crisis Core
What?
pronounced her Aerith.
You don't remember?
In the
What
original
about
game,
the
there was a
flowers?
mistranslation.
Oh.
And since
flower
Japan
girl.
doesn't have the
And
TH
this is-
cluster, they had
An old church in
the
Sector
America
5
replaced it with an
slums.
S, so it came out as Aerith.
You came crashing through the roof without so much as a
Awesome.
lookout
Keep playing the
below.
Deadly Premonition too. My brother was telling me about this. I always wanted to play
Fell
Deadly
right into my
Premonition.
flower bed.
I actually asked
Lucky for you.
806 Games
really?
if they had a copy. They said they
Sorry,
don't,
I
but if
didn't
they
mean to.
did,
Don't
it's a
worry
high-end
about
game, so they would
They're a
put
lot
it
tougher
face
than they
front,
look.
like their Silent
This
Hill 3 and their
place,
Digimon
it has
games.
a kind of power.
Yeah, like all the PlayStation games, like
Before I forget,
they get their own shelf,
drop
and then
this
they
when
have
you
the
land it.
popular ones, especially
Thanks.
PlayStation 1 games.
I've got one too.
Oh, hey, Materia.
You and everybody and their mother.
Not like mine, no. It's special.
Mine's special because it does nothing.
Mine's not good for anything at all.
Haha, that's what she thinks. Oh man, Cloud. Spoiler alert, dude. Not everybody has seen Aerith's
Bet you
death.
just don't know
Oh
how to
great,
use
now I
it.
spoiled it. Way to go.
Could be.
Wow, I have spoiled a 30-year-old
No,
game. I should
I really
be
don't
ashamed of
mind.
myself.
Just
Please,
having it is
somebody
enough.
shame me in the comment section.
It was a gift from my mother. Pretty crazy, huh? Us meeting again like this. You should stay a while.
You know, I gotta say, for me, Aerith is best girl. And that's just because, I mean, she's just so adorable. She's all bubbly, but she doesn't let anybody mess with her.
And just
How
when I
dare I?
finished
Oh
tending
yeah,
the
I forgot.
flowers
I asked
for
people to shame me.
God
Haha.
is not over.
I'm sorry, comment section
Just
slow.
me, myself, and I.
You echo the past like a I do. You know, it's kind of funny you mention that. I wanted to basically say it like this. Has anybody ever watched SpongeBob and they say the conch has spoken? Yeah, well, nobody was saying that for me in real life, so I decided to do a thing. If anybody's ever watched The
Stick
Mandalorian,
around a bit.
I wanted to copy the first dude that the guy ever runs into that helps him, and then at the very end, whenever he makes a statement, he says, I have spoken. So every time I should speak, I should go, I have spoken.
And who are you?
People will pick up the Mandalorian reference,
He's
but
my
when they realize my
bodyguard.
name is Conch,
And a soldier.
they know
Pretty cool,
the
huh?
conch has spoken.
A soldier?
Ex-soldier.
Hey man,
What
once
do
a
you
soldier is
know?
always soldier. That's
You've
what
got the
Shinra told
eyes
you
at
last time.
least.
You don't mind, do you? Bodyguard work's not too different from merc stuff, right?
That's very true.
I guessed. From the sword.
Makes a lot of
Just
sense.
do this for me, okay?
Oh,
Fine.
it's kind of funny,
But
the
it'll cost
Bubbles.
you
I wanted to mention this
lot.
earlier. Or I probably did earlier in the
One
stream.
date ought to do it.
You're weird enough to be one.
Well, that's okay. That's just like, that's not much of a spoiler. But if you ever get a chance to watch The Mandalorian, go ahead and do it. It's a pretty great show. It's not a spoiler, it's just talking about a character. If there's anything I'm spoiling, it's probably games that are probably content that's probably older than dirt. For example, I will happily
Hey, watch
spoil
flowers.
Star Wars. That was made in the 70s, and probably the prequels. Because, you know, they've existed for so long, what the heck are you doing with your life if you haven't
I'll
seen them
make this
yet?
quick.
You bet.
Same with Final Fantasy VII. I will happily spoil Final Fantasy VII. Like, I literally told my
Really?
friends,
Since when? This is the first I've heard of it.
Because it was a classified op, princess.
I'll put
I
it this
don't
way.
think that counts, then.
Once, I think somebody told me, oh, I can't believe you're doing this in Final Fantasy. I looked at him and said, what are you talking about? I know exactly how the highway chase ends. I leave Midgar. It's not that hard a thing to guess. And he goes, dude, spoilers. Oh, I'm sorry for spoiling a game that's 30 years old, maybe longer. And he goes, well, you just made me sound like I'm dumb. You catch on, you catch on. I actually met a girl, she's a Becky, you know, a Karen in training. And believe it or not, she actually says that she had never seen Star Wars. And so I told him, oh, interesting. And I think I had just got done explaining joke in Star Wars too. And she goes, I've never seen Star Wars. I can't believe you spoiled it for me. I looked at her and said, listen, sweetheart, the movie's been out for over 40 years. If you have not seen Star Wars, you obviously have been living under a rock. Or you're just underprivileged. Yeah.
Wow, be careful.
I think anything that's 10 years old and like for example, if it's been 10 years, then yeah, I think it's been okay.
Time to burn.
I'm gonna go ahead and just assess this guy.
Allow me.
Yeah, I think when it comes to certain things, 10 years is okay. I think like, what was it? Avengers Endgame. If you have, that's okay movie to spoil it, because everyone has seen that. If you have not seen Avengers Endgame, and I mean like literally have not seen it, they actually had a spoiler block for 2 weeks. So I think for both that and for Infinity War and but I think it was just Endgame. Like even the Pope came out and said, "You're going to hell for this many years if you spoil this movie." Meaning that the Pope hadn't seen it. Okay, you haven't seen Endgame. I won't spoil Endgame.
Second wind.
Have you seen Infinity War, Bubbles? Before I say anything. Because I have a funny joke that goes with Infinity War. And it's a rare joke. I never actually get to say it. And I said it one time, and it was actually pretty hilarious. And oh my gosh, it's something that my aunt absolutely hates when I do it.
Come on.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, so here's my joke. Okay, so you have seen Infinity Wars. Okay, awesome. So spoiler alert for those that haven't watched Infinity Wars. If that's the case, just mute me, and I'll try to be as quick as possible. So in Infinity Wars, obviously everybody dies. Obviously. So the joke I always say to my family, because I'm bad at spoilers, I really am. I've been better over the years, but I've been bad. I've had a really bad years. Like, people say, "Oh, we don't go watch the movies because our cousin spoils it for us." I don't mean to. But anyways, the way I mediate it whenever my family says, "You've seen this movie, how is it?" We only want to know how it is. Oh, it's great. Everyone died.
Whatever.
And I mean, like, it could be for any movie. And everyone goes, "Dude, I can't believe you spoiled that." And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil Driving Miss Daisy." You know, stuff like that. So when Infinity War came out, people asked me how it was, and I told them it was good. They're like, yeah, it's good. Everyone's like, wait. And then I think some people looked at me, my family looked at me suspicious, like, so you're not going to say the thing? What thing? I never say a thing. And then they watched Infinity War and they're like, your silence spoiled it! Because everybody died. So when Endgame came out, I told them, yeah, go watch it for yourself.
No way.
Because I'm not saying anything. If you know the spoiler, it's fine. Yeah. Pretty much. It was like one of the few times where I go like, I think the only other movie I could think of where that happened, I think it was Titanic.
Any last words?
Woo! Eat it, Reno.
Gonna make
Oh, okay. I always hate that. They have like these damage blocks, I guess you could say, in the game, where, oh, you can't, even though you're in the middle of your attack, you can't damage anybody. You can't damage this guy because we're not done yet. That's the thing, yeah.
Feeling all right there, Mr. Bodyguard?
Titanic is obvious, but I've also done, my aunt's also said the same thing. Like, literally I told her, like, somebody explained who is Captain America. I said he's a guy that fought in World War II, and he was frozen, and he wakes up in the middle. She even asked, how is she going to be a part of the Avengers if he's in World War II? I said, oh, he gets frozen, and then he goes, and he wakes up in our time. And then my aunt goes, dude, you just spoiled the movie. And we haven't seen the movie yet. Keep in mind, I literally looked at her and said, first off, she asked. Second, that spoiler has existed since the 60s. I'm sorry, but if you don't know that, it's like not knowing Superman's from Krypton. If you don't know, that's common knowledge. If you didn't know that, you've been living quite under a rock. And then my cousin's wife said, "Huh, well, I've been in Mexico. Does that count?" Yeah, actually, she was from Mexico. But oh my gosh, yeah, Titanic's pretty obvious. It's pretty much with anything. But apparently, you could still spoil Titanic for people.
Best do it right.
I don't know how, I don't know why, but apparently you can. I know, man. I know, dude, right? Like, I think one time I actually said I said a spoiler, and my aunt went, "Dude, I can't believe you spoiled that movie." I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry for spoiling The Alamo. You know, I'm sorry. Should I told you that Jim Bowie didn't die? Should I have done that? Because, you know, pick up a history book." And she goes, "But I want to see how they die. That's the magic, damn it." And I looked at her and said, "Go pick up a history book. You'll learn really quickly." Oh my gosh. Like, even my dad goes, "I could have told you that." You have every right to be upset if you're a Marvel fan who watched those movies.
Gotta be careful.
But if you, or anything else. But like, if you're watching something historically significant, an example would be the Alamo, and you are Texan and you don't know, and you tell me, "Dude, you just spoiled the Alamo for me." Ah, dang it. That's not even fair. Yeah, and then she just went, like seriously, like, how could you spoil history? Go read a book. If you obviously don't know how many people died, well, I can understand how many people, but if you don't understand how the Alamo ended, and you were really like, I go into the movie always cheering, like, I know exactly how it's going to end. It ends the same exact way. But if you walk, and I always cheer. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining, Marcus. But if you go to watch the movie like The Alamo, and you're stuck going, can you not spoil the movie for me, dude? I would literally go and say, "Dude, the spoiler for this movie has existed for nearly 200 years. Like, if you're Texan and you don't know how The Alamo ends, you either have the worst education ever, or you're not from Texas.
He's my
Like, there's no gray area.
And a soldier. Pretty cool.
And I know people who have worse education.
A soldier?
And they know.
Soldier.
They know how the Alamo ends. Like, I had people who didn't know how to do that did not know their multiplication tables. They say, "Oh, well, I need a, what's it called? A number line so I can do my multiplication." And I told her, "It's not hard to do multiplication." And she goes, "What, anything over 10 is?" I was like, "What's 12 times 10? Well, obviously 120. Very good. What's 12 times 11? I was like, "You're hopeless. Anyone could, anyone could get that answer." It's like, "Well, what is it?" 132. "Well, I'm sorry, I'm not that smart." It does not take any brain power to add 12 to 120. I'm not kidding. That is actually a true story. And the reason why 12 was such a specific thing is because I was teaching her how to make pizzas, and we had to do 12 slices. Not kidding. We had to count every piece. One pizza equals 12 slices, and that's how we did our paperwork.
Good old what's his face.
And she did not know how to multiply. I had to teach her, like, she didn't even know how to multiply. Like, she had to use the number line, and then they had like a specific way to multiply. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever watched that Facebook thing where teachers have to teach multiplication a certain way, and literally people go, "This makes no sense whatsoever. Why are you even teaching our kids this?" Or just that generation specifically.
Too bad.
Yeah. And everyone just goes, "That is wrong, that is dumb, why are you even like this?" Yeah. That's how a lot of people felt. about this multiplication. And the multiplication that we learned growing up, yeah, it took less time. Like, I looked at her, like, she explained how they learn multiplication. I think she's like 21 now, but when I met her it was like 2 years ago. And she had just gotten out of high school.
Come on, tough guy.
And I told her, explain your multiplication. So how did you learn multiplication? 'Cause I was curious. And I told her, because y'all have a dumb system of multiplication. And she goes, okay, this is how we did it. I looked at her and said, I can do that in half the time than you can. It's easier. But it wasn't easier to her. And then the thing is, she had a friend that backed up the whole number line. And I'm like I'm sorry. Like, I looked at her, I'm like, there is no way you can learn that. Like, no way. I even showed a friend who was a math major, where I went to college. Like, he was specifically accounting. I asked him, have you ever learned math this way? And he looked at me and said, no, that is, like, dumb.
Okay. I'm coming for ya.
And I probably understand, it's not her fault that they taught her that way. It's not. I mean, it's just sad, though, that everybody has to learn this way. It makes me worry about the future of our country, though, because these are public schools. The most kind of school that's commonly that you can commonly go learn stuff from.
Bring it.
Like, it makes me want to homeschool my kiddos. And
Try this.
oh my gosh, no joke.
Time to get serious.
Okay, here we go. Come on, Reno. Like, I kind of like looked at him and said, it takes no brain power at all to do that, you know. Actually, since I'm staggered, cross slash.
Good as dead.
Oh, I should have waited. Dang it! I hate that. I forgot.
Hello? Watch your step.
Gonna make it work.
Aerith, you are not helping right now.
Well, lucky for
Now you go behind that altar and pray like you're supposed to, like a good girl. And actually, if you're going to do something, do your 4th level limit break called Great Gospel, and just give me God mode for the rest of this fight. That's what you're useful for, Aerith. I'm sorry, but that is what you are useful for. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. That's cheap. Distracting me because... bunch of cheap.
I got your number.
Damn electromagnetic lines. Okay, so before I start talking about the education system and get all up angry, I still want to talk about this Becky some more. So Becky was a special girl. She, how do I put it? She had a very free lifestyle, but she had like a belief system, very Becky, very Karen-like, very Karen-like. Like at one point, she believed that she goes, "I don't enjoy this job. It's not fine. It's fine. Anyone can enjoy this job." And she says, "It's hard." I'm like, "Well, what's hard about it?" And she goes, "Well, there's a lot of math involved." I'm like, "Nobody likes math, but it's not that bad." And she goes, and then it's like, and then I have to get taught the same math every day. Basically, we kind of made her feel dumb. But she also didn't like just working in food industry. Again, food industry is not for everybody. I really mean it. It can be everyone's first job, but it's not a job for everyone. And there are some places where it's not that bad to go because your coworkers are great. But in this case, she probably, but in this case though, like you can look at it a little bit and go, oh. Yeah, you can tell she was picky. She worked as a cashier at Porter's, and just so you know, her complaint was too much math. And now she has to learn how to work a machine that does too much math. And apparently she gets it wrong all the time and has people have to go help her all the time.
Let's go.
No, come on, come on, come on. Let me,
Won't last long.
I'm sorry. 3 notes. No, back off.
I'm coming for ya.
And I think she even got let go. Like, and it was like a dumb way they let her go. They just didn't put her back on the schedule. And then she goes, "Oh, I don't care if I got fired from that job. I didn't need that job." And here's the thing: we also, it's like, I just get money from my parents. I'm like, well, it must be nice. Not everyone's parents can do that. And she goes, "What, are you saying that my parents are rich?" "Oh, no, I'm just saying you're white privilege." And she goes, "I am not. My dad just bought a house in Vegas." I literally looked at her and said, "No parent just buys a house in Vegas.
Bring it.
No one."
Or where that came from.
I really hope she doesn't watch the stream, because I get a feeling I'll get very angry text messages. So anyways, you know, aside from that,
Come on.
okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Any last words?
Yeah, defeated Reno. Best way to do it, cross live. So she says, it's like, my dad's a registered nurse. I'm like, okay. So he's got a high-paying job, and he just paid for, yeah, a house in Vegas. I'm like, nobody just pays for a house in Vegas. And she's like, don't you own a house? I pay rent on a house. See, you own a house. I'm like, that's not owning a house. Renting and owning are completely different things.
Sir!
Okay, so I had mentioned this before, Bubbles. I don't know if I ever told you this, because I didn't say it on that stream that you were less a part of. The Dementor things that just whisk Cloud and Aerith away. Okay, apparently they're called wisps, and they're meant to keep timeline on track. And Cloud was never meant to fight any of those people in the original game. So because he did, a point in the timeline change, and these guys are trying to correct it by saying, run the heck away, and we are not letting these people through.
Over here!
No, 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 no. Okay, no, I want that materia. Let me have the materia.
What do they want?
Nowhere to go but up.
I hate that. I can't get that materia. It's
Through
the
the
chakra
attic.
materia.
Maybe we can get out that way.
Right. Through that hole.
Oh my gosh. And I got plenty of other stuff too. Oh, huh, that's funny. Like, again, they're just correcting the timeline.
Saved me.
Come on.
Yeah, it is pretty sick. They created ghosts to basically every time the timeline changes, they appear. Like, you're not meant to do this, you're not meant to do that.
I'll go first.
Like, at one point, everything was going on schedule whenever I did the opening bombing mission, and the first time you see these guys is when Cloud, or when Aerith talks to Cloud. Now, this is true in the original game, but in the original game, Aerith said, Aerith had Cloud pay 10 gil for the flower, and this one she went, oh, here you go, it's free. And when she went, it's free, on the house, these guys appeared and started attacking her.
Or maybe not.
Again, she was not meant to fall, and that's why these wisps are here. Reno's not meant to be beat up as he is. And just so you know, Reno looks exactly like Axel from Kingdom Hearts, and his voice actor, his old voice actor, was Axel. My brothers can confirm this. We actually saw that Reno was Axel at one point. And you see, there's that materia there. I want to get to it.
Could drop that.
Now let's drop it, Cloud. Please.
Okay.
What's the holdup? I can't get to her.
Oh, great. It's never that easy. But yeah, what's it called? I won't get to, what's it called? Yeah. So that's how they justify all the changes in the game. Is, like, for example, I think I even explained in what's it called, in my episode of, what's it called, Cloud plays Bomberman 2 Electric Boogaloo. I had explained that apparently Cloud and the gang were a day behind, and the Wisps were very upset, and they started attacking everyone in the Sector 7 slums. Oh my gosh, Cloud. It's like you can't swing over that railing. Logic.
Thank you.
Let's move.
And like my brother's probably gonna reply, video game doesn't belong on logic. But there's a difference between logic that doesn't belong and then brain dead logic. And brain dead logic will tell you that Cloud can just, you know, jump over that real easy. I didn't want to go back down. Okay, then they have to leave, and then I can go back down the stair, the ladder, I hope. Because, like, I really need to get that chakra materia. The chakra materia is really great to have because basically you can self-heal yourself.
We are out.
Partners got it, we are out. Oh, man.
More of those things.
It's like they're guiding us.
Stay close.
So cool.
Huh.
Oh my gosh, I just want to go back down. Dang it, Wisps. You see, I can't even make the timeline change to grab the chakra materia because these guys are here. Like, come on, guys. Let me free roam. I'm only asking to go down that one area to grab the chakra. Man, I swear, these guys are worse than the time rates in the Flash.
There.
Need to stay ahead of them.
Like, we need some kind of plot device so that we can keep the thing on track.
They gone?
Yeah, think so.
What are they?
I think, actually, I don't know. Let's just go.
Okay, are they gone?
Okay. Up for crossing the rooftops? See that pillar over there?
And this part
There's
isn't
a
even in the
station
original
right
game
by
either.
it.
They
Shall
took the
we mosey
road.
on
They didn't
over?
they didn't jump the rooftops.
What?
They only probably put this part just because, hey, we can have fun with this, guys. Let's have fun with this. Okay, so I can go. It looks like I can go back. The Dementors are gone. I'm gonna go get that materia because I had to go through all kinds of heck. Like, I don't want to start off in some kind of sector and then have to come back much later. Like, coming back over here is a pain in the butt. Heck, getting down from here is a pain in the butt. Aw, come on. That's not right. Ugh. Okay, I guess as soon as I get to ground level. I gotta go through this whole walking flirting scene between Cloud and Aerith. Yeah, so we got to meet at Cloud's waifu number 3, Aerith. And actually probably the most favorite amongst the Final Fantasy fandom. Mostly because Aerith and Cloud were absolutely adorable. She was literally the yin to his yang, where he had a cold and stern demeanor. She was all
what's next for
bubbly
you?
and happy
A
about
little bit of
everything.
bodyguard work.
Right.
And I love how their
After that,
relationship is portrayed
back to
in
the Sector
Final
7
Fantasy VII
slums.
Machina Bridge, the Team 4
Know
Star.
how to get there?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
They have a great relationship on that.
course
It's
you
hilarious
do.
too. And then
That suit
until
from
Cloud's
earlier.
being a jerk to her, and then I
He
just
was
get
one
upset.
of Shinra's Turks. What's a Turk want with you?
Dunno. Hey,
Yeah, she
don't
knows.
Turks
She's a
keep an eye out for
liar, a
potential soldiers and
deceiver.
stuff?
They do more than just scout for candidates. Turks get called in to handle all kinds of situations with extreme prejudice.
And she means
Professional
extreme
bad guys.
prejudice.
Gotta love them.
Back to my question. So what's he to you?
I know they say extreme
Looked like
prejudice,
you knew
but I
each
wonder
other.
if it ever meant
Maybe
something completely
he thought I
different
could be
before
the
we use
greatest
before the
soldier
use of
yet.
it today. Oh, that person's prejudice to this person.
Forget
yeah.
it.
You mad?
Because imagine that. Like, they terminate with extreme prejudice. Wait, what does that even
Careful.
mean? Oh,
Not a
well,
lot
it
of
used
room.
to be the nice way of
Gotcha.
saying he's
Thanks.
going to violently murder somebody. Why don't they say it with murder? Because extreme prejudice is legal. So if I call it extreme prejudice, no, somebody has to sign a document that says terminate with extreme prejudice. Unless you're a Terminator, in that case, your document's digital, and you look like Arnold. Everyone just stay away from Arnold. Oh, fun thing, I started reading a book. I know, right? For all my people there, they go, "You read books?" Oh my
I'd be surprised
gosh.
if you had.
Yeah, well, anyways,
Honestly,
here's
kinda
the thing about
exciting.
books.
Well,
I like
time and
books.
all.
They're great. They're good, you know. But there's a lot of things I want to do, and not enough time in the day to just sit down and read a book. I'm also that kind of person that hates reading in short bursts. I got to do it for a very long session.
Give me a moment.
Oh my gosh, Aerith. Really? Do I have to come get you? Come on. There she goes.
Don't just run off on your own.
Those are the words of a soldier candidate?
So petty.
I have to admit, that was actually pretty cute. That's pretty cute. Just the way she goes, so petty. Anyways, I was reading this book. It's an isekai. I love isekai. Just so you know, it's something that's been integrated in my childhood. And before anyone asks, well, what's their first isekai? I'm just going to say it right here now, Digimon. And people can challenge me on that. Just so they know. People can challenge me on it. So anyways, isekai, right?
So, does no one live in these buildings?
No one to get mad if we make
But you
noise.
see, here's the different
Looks
convention.
kinda
They didn't pick
rusty.
up a nerdy
I'll go
guy. They
first.
actually picked up a government worker, a
It's pretty
bureaucrat.
old. Be careful.
Okay.
And so he gets sent to another
Easy now.
kingdom. But you see, the
Don't
thing
worry
was,
too
a
much.
hero
I'm
wasn't
not some
needed
princess who
per
needs to be
se.
coddled.
It was just the Empire challenged a smaller kingdom, saying you can't do it. So when they went, okay, $10 says I can. Well, I'll put it this way: the king won $10, but he doesn't want to collect the
That was
$10
unexpected.
because, well,
Thank
then
you,
he has to
Cloud.
give up the hero to the Empire. And apparently, in their culture, the hero
there it
doesn't
is,
defeat
the
the
wall.
quote-unquote demon king. The hero is there to make changes to the kingdom. And, well, what does he do? He puts his bureaucracy to work, tells the king exactly what needs to go on,
I
and
thought
basically
about
he
leaving
learns the
once,
kingdom in 2 days on what
but
their
in the end,
export,
couldn't.
import, all that kind of junk.
Too
And the
dangerous.
king goes, I resign my
much.
position and give it to
World
our
bursting
hero,
life.
Soma.
Maybe
And now
more
he
than I
becomes
can
King
handle,
Soma.
I think sometimes.
And he
Even
gets a
now,
special power where he can put his
people
conscience
hate the
into
steel sky,
inanimate objects such
the
as like
slums,
dolls,
But
mannequins,
I don't.
and he can only do up to a
How
certain
could
number
I?
of time until he
All that
works and levels it
passion,
up. Well,
all
he
those
puts it in
dreams,
pins and he does mountains of
growing and
paperwork and
blending
he
together
budgets
into
the
something
entire
greater.
kingdom. He gives the Empire their war money. The Empire can't exactly take the hero because now he's a king. And the hero tends to rebuild the kingdom in a very sustainable thing and then give the
This
kingdom
time
back.
I'll go first.
It's probably the
After all,
most
I can't count on you to
Japanese/American
Sure
thing
about
you could
this?
probably do,
See for
except
yourself.
it's more Japanese than it is American. And
Maybe
this
I'll go
time
ahead
it's
and
actually
leave you all
Japan
by your
going,
lonesome.
oh, that's actually pretty cute.
Just.
And this time
Maybe
Japan
you
actually
shouldn't
has,
talk.
Then
you know, the kids, you go ahead and he's also
me a
19.
story.
What's he going to do with the whole country? As far as he's concerned,
Not
he
for free.
doesn't really, he's not in a
Cheapskate.
hurry to go back home, but he would like to play video games again. Oh, this is so adorable.
Gotcha.
You're
Oh,
killing
you
me
jerk.
here.
You're killing me, Smalls. And so, moving forward with it. And so he handles a contest to go, hey, who's all, I'm looking for people who have exceptional gifts, we'll put them to use, and if we can't do anything for you, we'll give you a big bag of prize money. That's what we'll do. And so, one guy says that he spent most of his fortune traveling the world eating
good?
different things. And he says, I want you. And even people, and he goes, but sir, I'm an idiot. Why would you want me here? I'm the idiot that spent my money on almost my entire fortune on food. I don't care. I want you.
hero.
Our people are starving, and you could tell them how to
Never a
eat.
dull moment with
And
you.
everybody's jaw dropped when they
Not a
heard that.
compliment?
Little girl can speak to animals. Awesome. We need a Dr. Doolittle.
Not really.
What's called Dark Elf goes.
Thanks anyway.
It's like, I'm not gonna pledge my loyalty to you because you need to fix our forests. Okay, well, I'll fix your
getting closer to
forests
the
and
station.
I'll teach you some other stuff. So,
Even so,
have you done this to
probably
take care of
run
your
into a
forest?
few monsters along the way.
Excuse me? Yeah, you're supposed to do that to take care of your
Here's a
forest.
face that screams
What?
somewhat.
Yeah, you know, you're
I
supposed to
thought scary things were
periodically cut down the old trees so the new trees can grow, and then on top of that, you have lumber, and y'all live in the forest. I imagine y'all have access to lumber. And then she goes, I pledge my loyalty to you. You taught me everything I need to know. She's also a female, so she does the classic, I'll give you mind, body, and soul. And then he goes, that won't be necessary. I'm sorry. I'm like betrothed to the former princess. So please don't do such things to me.
Someone looks like they're in their element.
Yeah, yeah, she gets very harem very quickly. Oh my gosh, I need to go back to the church so I can pick up the materia. It is a pain in the butt to traverse all the way over here when you get too far. Prayer materia, that's always good. Ice materia, I'll take everything in your stock. Refocus materia, okay. I need to give her some healing materia. I think it's revival. I'll give her a revival materia. Yes, I don't care if Tifa equipped it. You will give me your entire stock. Ooh, you'll take the Chocomog. I'll take Chocomog. Ah, and then, okay. I'll upgrade. No. So, this is what I like to do so I can have fun with it later. If I don't have active party members like Barrett and Tifa, I let their levels sit. Just for fun. And then whenever I finally put them in my party, I do this. I go in there and then I just level everybody up. Sometimes it's easier to just, you know, auto set up, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I won't get too spoilery with the thing, but yeah, basically I'm part in the book whenever he's trying to... he hires a bunch of people to help him fix the kingdom. And I'm like halfway through the... I guess I'm a little less than halfway. I didn't read how many page numbers I have left to go. Oh man. Well... At least you got the important stuff. Now let's see, do I need proficiencies? Yes, Arcane Ward. Conjure one time only during activation. Okay. Conjure Ward, one time only during... Okay. So basically, I just gotta summon a thing. I hate that I'm forced to go... Yeah, that's one of the problems. My brother Marcus brought this up. The game is, and Kevin brought it up too. The game is too linear. I hate that it does this. And I told him, sure, I think everybody hates it too. The issue that I'm having though, the issue that I personally have with the game is that, yeah, it's too linear. I can't go back to do what I need to do because the game's forcing me to progress the plot. It's a forced plot progression. And that's the thing I have a problem with JRPGs, forced plot progression. No, I want to go do other things. I have more important things to do than that. And you're probably thinking, well, what other things could you do? Well, for one, I want to go get that chakra materia. My brothers on stream are probably going to tell me, yeah, that's an important thing I'd rather do too. And then, actually, let me see. Barrett has this healing materia. Cloud, no, I want the revival materia. Aerith can get this thingy. Yeah. So what's up? Yeah. Prayer's okay. Prayer would probably be good in better settings, you know? Let's see. Just so you guys know, Aerith actually has really good magic.
Where are you going, Cloud?
You know what I'm trying to do, Aerith? I am trying to go get materia, but apparently none of my efforts are appreciated here. I really feel underappreciated with that attitude of yours. Man, no wonder why Kevin doesn't like you when you're around Cloud. Oh, when she's around Tifa, she's great. They're buddy-buddy, even though they're competing for the same man. And then she doesn't pay any mind to Barrett. She thinks Marlene is absolutely cute. Don't get me started Red 13. She's like, oh my gosh, it's a talking doggo. Seriously? Meanwhile, Barrett's like, I wanted a talking dog's best friend, and now I have it.
That was gross.
And then I'm going to go ahead and assess all these people. I don't think I got... Oh, I got the hedgehog pies.
That's that.
Yeah.
So, Cloud, you don't know the slums that well, do you?
Compared to you? No. Training grounds, barracks, battlefields. That's the world I know.
You sound proud of that.
Huh. It's kind of funny because you have to go... Cloud has very subtle rises and falls, rises and drops in his voice when he does that. It's not like somebody going, battlefields, battlefields, barracks, training, that's the world that I know. Oh, you sound very proud of that. Oh, was I not supposed to? Yeah.
Station's there.
I mean, say energy,
Oh,
Cloud has more
you
subtlety,
didn't
and
invent
apparently,
stations.
when people get to know Cloud, they can sense this kind of subtlety. Especially since he supposedly got his memories from Zack,
I can't believe
who is a
this
much
happening.
preppy person.
Just please
Yeah.
calm down.
Hey, what the hell's going on?
So, anyways, yeah,
There's no need
I'm
to
reading a
shout.
pretty interesting book. When I look back
Yeah,
at it and I
well,
recap the book,
it's got a good view of the reactor.
not a lot actually happens. That's probably the thing that kind of sucks. Is you have to read a lot to get a bigger progression plot. And whenever I think of that, I'm like, there's not really a lot of progression plot in the book that I'm reading. Heck, I got a copy, I got a light novel copy of that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and I wanted to test that out to see how it was. I mean, it's probably not going to disappoint either. I get new music. What is this one? Ketchis. Okay, so I know it's spelled. It looks like it's spelled Kate Sith, but I think it's Scottish or Irish, and it's based off of a cat called Ketchi. And I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Ketchi, but they've never actually said his name before on camera. Or not camera, but... you get what I mean. They've never said it out loud before. Increases magic by 5%. I'll buy your entire stock. If I'm correct, I think Spirit's actually... Yeah, let me see. Aerith would benefit off of this, but the 5%? I don't know. It almost doesn't sound worth it. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I feel like there's a lot of grinding I need to do because there's a lot of things I'm not happy of. Like, for example, well, right now, a lot of it is that I don't have a lot of materia slots for... And that's the thing, also the equipment that you get, like, your weapons, you can max them out and have all the materia you possibly want. But, like, here's an example. The mithril armlet, right here. You could get it, like... Probably the most you'll find is 2 to 4 slots of materia, which kind of sucks, too. I have no idea why it's like that. I really don't. Reduces damage taken when equipped by non-active characters. In other words, characters I haven't played before, I don't play with. Auto life status breaks upon use. Yeah, that's good. I might give her the... Nah. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I'll set her as the leader because I need to do her. I need to make her magic work. Okay, so we got to the station. Can I go back to the church? That is a very good question. Because I have no idea why I have to be here at the station. I am. I've met the goal. I probably have to wait for somebody. I don't want to wait. Can I go back? I want to do as less backtracking as possible, which will probably end up me going back and forth after I do certain things. I want to do the goal here first, because I know I'm not going to get on that train. I'm not going to disappear from here for a very long time. But going back is a pain in the butt. Okay, so what is it that I'm supposed to do? Does it tell me? Okay.
Huh?
Wait.
Alright, that's a Shinra. Yeah, I gotta go through this cutscene.
Rope's good. Go.
Ah, great.
Pull him up!
Hey, hey! It's rude. I like this character change in here. Very subtle, but it works. So, Bubbles,
Let's go.
explain to me, what anime have you been watching lately? I recently started showing my girlfriend Gate.
Turk.
She seems to really enjoy the
real man
anime,
on
but
a
Gate's
mission.
basically about
On the hunt.
a big
Like,
old interdimensional portal
me
gate
or
opens in
you?
the middle of Tokyo,
Don't know.
and
Don't care.
what's called a fantasy army comes
let's stick to
through
the
and
back
starts
streets?
attacking the citizens of Tokyo. And
There
so
will be
the
monsters.
so the police and the JSDF attack back.
Better than Shinra.
And then they go to this other world to basically explore what's going on here, to learn.
They'll see you.
Oh my gosh.
People say it's like an explosion.
Actually, I want to go this way. Can I go this way? If they see me going that way. What kind of anime have you been watching lately? Is there any specific anime that you've been watching lately? What shows have you been doing? Because I know you live in the hotel life at the moment. That's all I'm disclosing. And actually, you said that in the previous stream. You're still finishing Evangelion. Yeah, that's an anime I need to finish too. Like, I think I got like 2 or 3 episodes in. I think about 3 or 4 episodes in. But I started like months ago. And I just having a hard time like starting with it. I guess it's just because Shinji annoys me right now. You tried Naruto. Yeah, Naruto, I can understand Naruto being annoying, but I really liked Naruto when it first came out. Like, I was that stereotypical fanboy that went, Naruto is the best anime ever! And then that was also back whenever I was still doing the Dragon Ball Z, saying it was the best anime ever. Naruto can suck it, and then you heard... It was basically 2 versions of myself arguing about it. Alright, now that I've gone to the station, I'm pretty sure I can go back to the church. Because I completed that. Because I just need that 1 chakra materia. It's important. Let me go back to the church, Aerith. Yeah, it is hard to watch the old animation. I have to agree. Especially whenever they're all in standard def. Like, I was watching the original Digimon series, like I explained in a couple streams ago. And I don't think I've explained the plot of the 3rd one, but the first one and the second one, they're kind of... The first one was on a little low budget. So they had to get creative a little bit on what they can do. So they had the Digimon occasionally hit each other, but it was mostly the Digimon just standing still, doing their attacks, not really attacking, but like example would be Greymon would be like Nova Flame, and then boom, hits the bad guy a few times, and then the Digimon who's supposed to be the hero shows up and does his heroic attack, and then boom. Yeah, I finally got the materia, so I can go back. It would have been easier if those Dementors didn't block me. Yeah, so it was hard to watch that anime because it was just so... yeah, it's just, and it's also the old, it's like the old standards of dubs. It's like early 4Kids, dubs where everything's like really super cheesy. Vocally speaking, it's hard to listen to, but some of it's really good. Especially it gets hilarious because, you know, they take freedom of liberty, especially whenever the characters aren't visibly speaking, you know? And so they could say whatever they want when you know that character is speaking, but they aren't visibly moving their lips. So like their heads are towards the audience, and they could say something wacko like kind of like going to a Chuck E. Cheese. Like that, they could say like a line like that, like they're doing a pun, like a comparison pun, like going to a Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. That's the thing. Everyone does make fun of old anime. They really do. Some of it's really good because you don't get that kind of animation quality anymore too. Like now it's horrible quality, but back then everything was hand drawn. You don't get that a lot anymore. In fact, like whenever people can't watch Dragon Ball Z Kai because they tried
but a great place to
they put digital cells into the show to make it look HD when it's actually not for Dragon Ball Z Kai. Aerith possesses powerful offensive and supports metals. It's effective in multiple roles. Press down to continuously stream magic attacks and combos, yeah.
They've got the run of it.
Ooh. So I gotta do this. Okay, so I'm gonna use Arcane Ward.
No telling where.
I don't think she gave... Yeah, I defeated them too quickly. I hate it when that happens.
You'd better watch out then, Cloud.
Aerith's unique ability. Press triangle, Tempest, releases and unleashes powerful magic attack. Yeah. I like the way they did Aerith in this game, because I was not expecting a lot for Aerith.
That's it! You'll see. Yeah.
And the fact that she popped up the way she did, yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That way is a dead end. They were doing some construction.
So basically, what Aerith is in this game, she's a white mage. Specifically, that's what she kinda is, statistically speaking. You can make her powerful, like attacking wise, but it's not really recommended, especially since in the first game she died. So she was kind of titled as in the person, do not buy equipment for this person because she's going to die. And most of the time people liked Aerith. They liked her a lot. She had very useful limit breaks. Like, she'll heal your entire party, she'll protect your entire party, she'll do a lot for the entire party. But like I said, it's kind of not recommended to do certain things with Aerith just because, for example, you can't buy Aerith new equipment. You can buy Aerith new equipment in the old game. It's not recommended in the original game just because, yeah, it's not recommended just because Aerith is Aerith. And by that I mean, she dies. So as somebody had put it at one point, oh, here we go. As somebody had put it at one point, do not buy equipment for her. She's just gonna get all those old weapons.
Maybe it's broken? Pretty sure this path we're on loops around too, so...
Get around the gate.
Wonder if we can move this.
I hate that she... I know the riddle to this thing. And I totally want to move it, but... she has to point it out for me. Another thing I hate is that they think the player is too dumb to figure it out. That's how it feels to gamers. To other people, she's just kind of like... You see, well... Like, it could have been easily moved without a prompt, you know?
I knew it!
But like, it's like kind of like I'm saying, is that... They... Probably the creators for that game's intent to make the characters interact with objects like the way Aerith just did with that, saying maybe we can move it, is to just add character depth. Or if a person's first time playing a game just happens to be Final Fantasy VII, it gives people I guess it kind of gives them I don't know, a pat on the back kind of feeling, I guess. I'm not sure how to go about it, but basically this is a tutorial on how to move objects. I really don't. I'm not 100% sure with that. I'm not gonna lie, but it makes gamers like me who've been playing for 20 plus years feel like that. Make it feel like it. Like, okay, this was a brain dead puzzle. Just walk up to it. Like you feel like you can feel this is brain dead puzzle, no problem. And maybe the developers was just so they can show people, hey, this is kind of a thing. And I'm like, okay. I mean, explain new features to me, but not old ones. All right, cool. So I got a new equipment. It's probably not going to do much for me. It might. Let's see. Oh wait. Okay. Yeah. No, that's a big drop from the Corneo armlet. That's an even bigger drop. So I think for Cloud, I'm going to take it just because it has more... Like, to me, the Corneo armlet's probably not going to do... Like, it gives me 2 slots, yeah, but I want the extra slot. And then I could give Cloud the barrier material, because that's the next material. That's the material I want to level up, is barrier. Barrier is really good for a lot of situations. I just hate how long the buffs last, and everyone gets their own buff, like, increase. Let's see. Oh, I think I was supposed to go a different direction. And, yeah, there's a lot of puzzles that are brain dead. Like, for example, you can push this, but they have to do a whole tutorial on it. It could have had character death, or it could, but to me, it just makes it, thank you, Captain Obvious kind of situation. There are certain tutorials in the game that, you know, you need to learn. Like, for example, Cloud mashes the
There,
square.
check it out.
Cloud
The
and
heart of
Tifa
the
mash the square
slums.
button.
Still a fair ways
Aerith
off.
and
Well, we did
Aerith
take a
hold the
detour.
square button
Getting
to
tired?
attack.
Nah.
Me, I'm feeling a bit hungry. How about you?
Amazed.
You're in for a treat when we make it back.
Don't have time
Aw.
for that.
You'll want to make time for my mom's cooking. And that's the final word on it. We'll get home quick and eat ourselves stupid.
Again, that's why I really like Aerith. She's absolutely adorable. And home cooked meals aren't bad either. You've never had my mom's cooking before. Probably says every kid ever. But it could be a good thing or a bad thing. You've never had my mom's cooking before. Gets burnt lasagna. Yep, nobody burns lasagna like my mom. And then you have people like me who are like, oh, you're gonna love my mom's
Try to
lasagna.
stay behind me.
That way I can cover your back.
And it's like she knows how to cook lasagna. You know, it's that kind of thing.
Try using it.
Differences, you know? Whoa, no.
This one's for you.
And everyone just has random weakness to magic.
Get 'em.
That's why Aerith's really good too. People have random weaknesses to magic.
That it?
I guess maybe it's not that random. And yeah, let's see. I know Mom doesn't make lasagna. It was just a point. I was just making a point, bud. Mom doesn't make lasagna. She probably could, but she doesn't. Well, actually, now I think about it, lasagna's kind of expensive because you gotta go buy pasta sheets. Actually, Kevin, Mom makes a lasagna flavored hamburger helper. So in a way, she does make lasagna. Or if you want to call enchiladas Mexican lasagna, then I guess that could be somewhat accurate too. But it's not accurate at all. And that's the thing. My mom makes spicy enchiladas. She doesn't do it on purpose, but when she does, it's pretty spicy. Also a lot of onions, but my dad likes onions. Okay, back to Daily Premonition. Have fun, buddy. Kevin's like, he's talking about my mama. He needs to be taught something. Bubbles, you still there? I'm gonna wait for it to load up before I make anything. Okay, it looks like she's back. Someone's back. Oh, these must be American mechs. Yeah, like I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that, but if you ever pay attention to Japanese and American movies that involve mechs, okay, cool. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that, but America has a specific way of mechs. Okay. Oh, here's a Don Corneo gate. Okay, so if anyone's ever paid attention, there's always somebody who has American mech, also on Minecraft. Okay, cool. What do you play Minecraft on? PC?
It's awake.
Gonna wish it kept sleeping.
A smogger. We're gonna go ahead and do Arcane Ward.
Let's get serious.
Let's do this.
I need to assess. This is a new creature type.
Best do it right.
Alright, if it's on PC,
Let's
cool.
switch it up.
We've got to
Well,
get through this.
I'll figure out how to cross-platform because I have it on the Switch and I have it on Xbox. So, and because you have, I imagine you have a Microsoft account, so you can just, it would be very simple for us to, what's the term I'm looking for?
Thank you.
Yeah, basically it would probably be easier for us to,
Stop it!
to totally, what's it called, play
Can you handle
sometime.
those?
Taking over.
Get him!
You know, cross-platform's a thing. Okay, so I forgot, I don't have Arrow for Cloud, but I do have Focus Strike. Yeah, you can play, it's cross-platform. Yeah, Minecraft cross-platform. I don't know if you knew that.
No big deal.
No, it won't be on stream though. That's the thing. It won't be on stream because I don't have a way to capture the. I don't have a machine that will capture the.
You're done.
The what's called the Switch. I'd had to get a PC for that, but I don't stream with people that don't give me permission to. If I have permission to stream, then I'll stream with them. If I don't, well, that's fine. Okay, cool. Besides, I don't have a way to stream my my Switch anyways. I don't have a capture device. I wish I did though. If I did, I'd probably play a lot more Resident Evil. But I had to play the good stuff. Yeah, apparently people are very picky when it comes to streaming Resident Evil. I'd probably just stream the Resident Evil games that allow me to have infinite ammo, and then I'll practically be brain dead. Brain dead runs on infinite ammos are good, especially if you have infinite rocket launcher, because you just blow up everything in sight. Yeah, okay. Oh, because I probably had to open up from this end. I didn't have to open up from that end. Weird.
You're not really gonna leave me, are you?
Well, you know what, Aerith? I can't take control over you. I didn't realize I didn't have to do all that mess just to get there. But oh my gosh, Aerith. Oh my gosh, if you're gonna be like that, I probably should. I really don't know why it's like that. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I have a funny Minecraft story. So I was at my girlfriend's house and we were on her world, and this is like almost like half a year ago. And she says, "Okay, we're gonna do some house cleaning. We're gonna do some house cleaning on Minecraft. I have a bunch of trees I want to burn down. So go ahead. You take this flint and you go burn this forest, or you go burn down a few trees." Okay, so I decided to go all pyromaniac on her, and I ended up burning everything to the. I tried to burn as much as I could to the ground, and I was like, "Hey,
Don't
hey,
think it'll open.
I'm doing
What's
exactly
it
what you
do?
asked me to do."
That gate just doesn't want to open, does it? Maybe there's a way to get over it?
Oh my
You-
gosh! I can't believe I had to go through all that junk again. You see, like, brain dead. Like I actually have to go. I actually have to talk to Aerith when I do stuff like this. Anyways, and then she goes, "You need to." Yeah. She told me, "Here, you need to burn down the forest." And here, burn these trees down. Okay, so I went and tried to burn the whole forest down, and I was like, "It's gonna be great." Yeah, you'll like my skins too. Well, I don't know. You probably modded your. Oh, you have Persona and other. And another it's Venom. Okay, did you mod those, or is it like it exists in the store? Because I have Power Ranger skins on my Switch.
Thanks, Cloud. I knew you'd find a way.
I was already over here. Why didn't you give me the prompt for the... No. Ugh.
Guess we're home free.
I am a damn
No need
pyro.
for thanks.
We got into an argument over it.
Hmm? You're getting paid right now. Huh?
Oh, I don't have a... That's a cemetery. I don't have a key to the cemetery. A handmade one, and I edited already made Venom. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I know they have like Marvel Heroes, Marvel Villains kind of thing. I think on my Xbox 360, I actually had a Doctor Who skins, and I just got Power Rangers. I had
Don't forget about the Turks.
yeah, I have a customized skin
Good
where
for
my
Radisson
character has
time.
like two.
Keep an eye out.
It's actually kind of funny. They have like multiple. What's the term I'm looking for?
That's the station. Somewhere else you'd rather be?
Yes, there is somewhere else I'd rather be. Exploring. Why do you keep me on the main quest? Seriously. Ugh, dang this game. That's the one thing. If you ever actually look at some of the more popular games in the past decade,
What are they watching?
the most popular games, like AAA games, are all open world. Skyrim, Spider-Man, Fallout. Okay, what's going on here?
Standing inside the gutter shell of Mako Reactor 5.
They're working for Wutai, isn't it obvious?
There's still a lot of smoke rising from the rubble.
Oh wow!
They don't have to break the
I didn't realize that we were in town square. New York has really gone to the pits. So yeah, like in all these AAA games. So when people say, oh, "Okay, this game is dumb," or "This game is too linear," I'm like, that's not the game maker's fault. They make the choices. Like what was it? One of the complaints for was it Last of Us? It's too linear. And I'm like, well, that's just because most AAA games, they okay, I'm not gonna lie, she actually looks like Black Canary from Arrow. Like right there, she totally does. And so anyways, and she goes and complains about it all, right? Like they complain about how linear games are, and I'm like, it's not that the games are linear. You're just high maintenance, man. Like, why are y'all like that? There's no reason for it.
And given that this group has now attacked 2 reactors in quick succession, can they really be stopped before they strike again?
Oh my gosh, it's funny. Like, I don't know. I don't know how they got. Yeah, she kind of does. Yeah.
Shinra will keep Midgar safe.
I think it's kind of funny. There was controversy on Tifa's breast size when they're doing the remake, and a lot of it. You can probably Google it. It's easy. But no one ever complained about Scarlet, not once. I even totally forgot about Scarlet until this. I saw that scene. But it's still kind of smart what they did with her.
Mind lending me a hand?
Place is really hopping, huh?
Nice side effect of the train situation. So, what do you say?
I'd
Train
love
situation.
to, but
Yeah, apparently the train's closed because Cloud and his friends.
I help out every now and then. It's fun. Aerith!
Oh,
well,
she's a.
Well, what are you doing all the way up there?
Was trying to get a look at the reactor.
I don't think they're gonna get a
Who's
relook
this
at the
guy?
reactor.
This is Cloud. He's a mercenary. And currently my bodyguard. That's Oates.
Huh. Oats.
See you.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, everybody. Aerith's is a nice member of the community here.
So, what are you guys up to?
I need some water.
To see the reactor. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to come by the house.
So,
What for?
I have to
I don't
ask this,
know.
Bubbles.
You're just
Have
supposed
you
to.
Guess we have a
tried
new
looking for
destination.
netherite by any
I should
chance?
probably explain.
Because that's
The
something
Leaf
I
House is the
don't.
local
I don't
orphanage.
even want to do.
That's
That's
where
like
all
a
these
monster
people
I don't want to tackle myself, and I've tried.
Where'd you go? The church
Like-
again? Next time.
The one thing about the Nether I gotta say is if you need a place cleared out, beds are the easiest form of TNT, I swear. It's so hilarious to use beds as TNT in the Nether. The Nether, it was fun. I played it for like a week. Basically, you weren't looking for it, but you were in the level, probably. That's how most people are these days. I just happened to be there, and there's a boom, netherite.
Hey, my house is this way.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got confused. Oh my gosh, yes, fall damage and lava.
Hello, Aerith.
You have to be
popular as ever,
careful
I
when
see.
digging in there.
Apparently, but they sure keep me on my toes.
Better than being bedridden. Thanks again for all those herbs. You've helped a lot.
It's kind of funny. He's the most
No
well-dressed
problem.
man
Anytime.
that lives
How'd you
down here
manage
in the
to find
slums.
So many anyway.
Not every doctor would
I
do
have my
that, but I
ways.
guess some people are like,
Yeah,
hey, I'm going to open a
He's my
clinic for the people in
bodyguard,
the slums,
just
you know?
until I get home.
And you're sure he's up to it?
Maybe.
You know,
Since I'm so
I
jealous,
still hate the
gather
fact
medicinal
that,
herbs for his patients
uh,
sometimes.
well, you know, I gotta say, Sector 5 is probably the most well-lit just because there's a giant hole in the sky.
You got it.
Here's the leaf house.
Like, could anyone imagine having this above your heads every day? And basically, if the government wanted to, they could drop it on your head.
We're back, and we brought Aerith with us.
Because the thing's divided into 8 sectors, basically 8 slices of pizza that can be dropped on your head at any,
I hope you won't mind me asking
moment.
for some flowers.
No problem. How many?
All you can carry. What with all the doom and gloom we've been hearing on the news recently, I thought some flowers might help cheer everyone up.
I'm sure they will, and I'd love to help.
There are
Let's
a lot
all
of
wash
flowers.
up before our meal.
Once they're ready to eat, I'll bring some to your place, Aerith.
Woohoo! Oh yeah, that's basically the orphanage.
So, Cloud, what's your favorite flower?
They're all the same to me.
Huh. You sure you want to say that to a florist?
Better than lying.
Okay. Then what'd you do with the flower I gave you? You give it away?
I did.
Ooh, to who? Tell me.
Don't recall. What?
Thought you didn't like lying. Well, anyway.
I don't like lying. Basically, he likes Aerith and doesn't want to say he gave it to another girl.
My house is just up this path.
Yeah, she's fishing. She wants to know if there was a girl in in Cloud's eyes. But he goes, "Don't recall. It's obviously not important enough to recall." I think Cloud fell in love at first sight. He doesn't want to admit it. Oh, Cloud, you tsundere, you. The most different place in Midgar. It was actually the brightest place in Midgar in the original game. All the actually, I think Aerith and Aerith's place, home, and her church were the only places where in Midgar you could buy flowers.
Hey, baby. Been up
and
to
she
no
always
good?
went up to the
Rude
top
came by.
plates.
So, this is my mom, Elmira.
Yeah, you have
And
every
this is
reason to
Cloud,
ship these
my
people.
bodyguard.
But don't hold your breath, sweetie. I'm sorry, Bubbles.
Take good care
But
of
if
her.
you ever look up the most
That's my
tragic
job.
thing in Final Fantasy VII, it's the fact that these
Well, it
two
was my
finally
job.
declare their love for each other,
Thanks.
only for Aerith to be stabbed
So,
in the
Cloud,
back,
you gonna head back to
literally
Sector
by
7?
Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Then I'll show you the
And
Then
even
why'd you
after
bring
the
them here?
fortune-telling machine known as
What
Kate
if the Turks
Shi
show up again?
totally
Pizza,
told
but
them,
I've dealt with them
hey,
before.
you're gonna end
Honestly,
up together
I'm much
and have
more
a
worried
very
about
nice
you.
life.
What if you get lost, huh?
Only for it to be
You'd be
ended
too
because
embarrassed to
Sephiroth
admit it,
says
and
that
so you just keep on
Aerith was the
going.
only person who
Quit
could
acting
stop
like
his
you know me.
plans.
Hey, Mom.
His entire.
I'm gonna go take Cloud over to Sector 7, okay?
Yeah, I figure you know. You have a Final Fantasy friend.
But why not wait
It
until tomorrow?
does.
If you head out now,
All
it'll be dark
because
when you
her
get back.
her
Better to
so-called
rest
My
up here
Materia
and make the
special
trip
and
first
does
thing in the morning.
nothing actually
When you'll have
does
daylight
something.
to spare.
Her Materia summons
That's true.
Holy, which is basically
She's
the
got a
planet's
point,
railgun
Hold up.
to battle against
Oh,
Meteor.
yeah. I still need to deliver some flowers to the
It
leaf
does
house.
suck.
Since we have a little
Especially
time
since the
before
guy
dinner,
just wants to drop a
You
meteor
should
on
come
top
in.
of the planet. Of course
That wasn't the
everybody
deal.
wants to stop
you mean
him.
You want more?
And everybody tries
Even
their
though you've got
hardest.
priceless reward
And he
coming
wants to
your
make
way?
sure that the one
Do you
person
know
that
what I
can't
promised
is
him?
dead.
I'll do
And
it.
guess what? The planet hears their prayer and Holy
I'll go grab
comes.
the basket.
And there's nothing
Be
he
right
can do
back.
about it because he's stuck in the planet's core within the life stream. Yeah, they recapped it pretty well in the movie.
That Aerith. She's a handful, isn't she?
She is.
It must be tough. No, never mind.
Wow. Let's go to Aerith's room. We can peek in her dresser. What's up here? I don't think I've ever been up here before. This must be Elmira's room. Oh. Okay, this is new. A balcony. Wow, this is actually really nice.
Huh.
You'd never see this in the slums. You can see pumpkins over there, some flowers, a pond, and it's so clear you can actually see through it. It's not polluted by no means. This must all be natural. Wow. And then you could see the support structure for the plate. And then the junk. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, though, not all is lost for Tifa. Yeah, I will mention, though, that,
Found him! You take this one.
Aw.
Take it.
She's softening his hard edge. I bet Kevin right now has it on mute just so that he doesn't have to hear Aerith being obnoxious. I don't blame you, buddy. If you do hear me, it's okay. Just nod once if you aren't hearing me. Nod twice if you are, but it's okay to lie to me. I understand your feelings towards Aerith and Cloud together in this game.
Which ones do you think we should pick?
Any of them.
Oh, don't be like that. I know you have an eye for this kind of thing.
Huh. Okay, I guess I'll
The
take
I
this
gave
one.
you.
Huh. It is?
Nice try, mister. You can't fool me.
Huh. It's kind of funny how it gets
we still
filled
need
here.
a few more. Which should we pick next? Good eye. People used to give these to declare their loyalty to one another.
It's kind of funny if you
Interesting,
think
right?
about it. You see a very cute and beautiful woman right here,
She said, as many as
just
you can
going
carry,
over
so
and
maybe
picking
a few
flowers. And then you see this hard soldier. Okay, what is going on here? And you see this soldier right here. Just go... Okay. I guess I'll pick flowers for
more.
this
I think we're
person.
good now. What do you say? Shall we go?
Yeah, sure, we'll go. Going. Okay, I'll pick flowers with her, and while carrying a giant sword on his back, and he's dressed like a soldier. It's like basically a dude who's all militaried out, holding an RPG, saying, "Hey,
Sure
I'm
you are.
gonna go and blow
when you're
crap
done,
up,
you'll be
but I gotta
drowning
pick
in
flowers
job
with my girlfriend first."
So, how do you think they'll arrange these flowers?
Dunno.
Well, we'll soon find out.
I bet if Cloud was a simp and he wanted to be desperate enough, he'd go up to Aerith when she's selling flowers and go, "I'll buy your entire stock." Alright, what's going on here? They're Moogles.
I'll wait out here.
Oh, okay.
He didn't want to be seen with the flowers.
Why not check out the town?
He did not want to be seen with the flowers. Gotta admit that. Totally understandable. And then Aerith leaves the party. No! It's a chicken. Now, meanwhile, in the retirement home,
Midgar wouldn't be Midgar without the plate and the reactor.
Tango of Tears. Oh my gosh, that's what they actually called it in this game. I forgot. The victory song for the jukebox is Tango of Tears. I don't know if everyone's heard the Final Fantasy fanfare once in their life, but they decided to call in this game the Tango of Tears. I'm gonna give them something better. Here they go, bombing mission.
He changed so much after his parents passed away.
Avilo Solaris. Man, it's been a while since I actually played this part of the game. Yeah, it took me a couple months to beat the game, and not because it was that hard. No. It was mostly just because I didn't feel like playing at certain points of the day, you know? Like, this is a game you want to set aside, like, 8 to 10 hours of your day to play.
I remember you.
Where's Aerith?
The Leaf House.
Hall and Oates. He goes, "I remember you, kiddo." And the guy's like, "What's that supposed to mean?" I'm sorry, lady, but everyone's boyfriend hasn't come home. I don't have a boyfriend, but if I did, I'm sure he hasn't come home yet.
They're what give the local cuisine the flavor you can't find anywhere. Oh.
I hear music. Where is it coming from? Ah, Loveless.
I don't do discounts.
Now that's a funny thing. Loveless was actually I think it was a play or an opera in this game. And what you could do when you played this game, when you was Loveless? It was an unfinished play in Crisis Core, but they published like the first couple of acts, if I recall correctly. I don't know if I recall that correctly. Kevin, when it comes to, for some reason, when it comes to small trivia in Final Fantasy, my brother tends to know better. But I think in the game, Loveless, in the first game, Loveless was complete. And it was a very popular thing that they talked about in this game.
I understand you must be busy, but I hope you haven't forgotten about my research.
Aha, stagger effect. I completed your damn stagger effects. Never again. Assess ATB boost material. Oh, I remember. This was very... Doubles ATB boost back. It cannot be... Okay, yeah. I'll buy this one. First strike materia. That one's actually a good one because it's good. Increases how the ATB gauge is at the start of the battle. Yeah, you can buy assess materia from him too, and then you can buy wind materia. Personally, I don't ever actually think you should.
I have come up with the most fascinating theory. Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it?
Sure, buddy.
Cloud, I have the most amazing news. I believe I might know how to develop some material, something heretofore thought impossible. Scientists say that this materia can only be found in nature, but I may just be able to prove otherwise. And so,
yeah,
Cloud,
this guy went and created summon materia,
to test this theory by way of my combat simulator.
which is crazy.
To wit, I want you to fight and defeat summon data in VR. I sense that you find my phrasing to be somewhat obtuse.
Okay, so here's a fun thing. I don't know, Donna or Bubbles, if this is ever explained to you before, but check this out. I'm pretty sure if you ask your Final Fantasy friend about it, there are a lot of people who believe that Final Fantasy X is a prequel to Final Fantasy VII, and 7 came much later.
Made your preparations.
Oh hey.
Man, the hinges on my front door are too goddamn squeaky. Almost as loud and annoying as
okay, let's see what we have here.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far.
Oh wow, okay. I'm really glad I didn't spend that much money on the other thing. But yeah, there's a lot of people.
I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
He's done it. This man's a genius, genius, genius. All right, so we got provoke materia, which is a good one. Okay, so Final Fantasy X. The reason why people think that. Okay, the reason why people think that is because in Final Fantasy X-2, there's a character named Shinra who talked about using the energy that came from the planet as as energy for people and mankind, basically to power everything. And they were totally down for that until they weren't. Okay, steadfast block. Oh yeah, whenever you block, you can you take less damage. Yeah, it's kind of a long... It's a whole theory on its own, but basically, you can piece out Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy VII, how they're connected, but, like, developers have debunked it. At first, they were saying it sounds interesting, but then when it got too crazy and basically spread like wildfire, they kind of just went back and said, no, it's not a thing. Don't try it. And it kind of stinks for a lot of people because they really like the idea they love the idea that one of the favorite games is connected together. Yeah. It's like a whole conversation on its own.
I look forward to receiving all of your
because it's something that me and Benji Franklin once talked about. For those that don't know, Bubbles and I were friends in college, and we had a friend that looks like Benjamin Franklin. So for the sake of these videos, we're going to refer to him as Benji Franklin. So I got to fight Shiva, and I got to defeat 3 unique monster variants. Okay, and I fought 2. Yeah, so we have a common friend named Benji Franklin.
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information. I look forward to
okay, so let's see.
all of your future battle intel submissions.
And so me and him have actually talked about different Final Fantasy theories, such as Squall is dead in Final Fantasy VIII, and that's just because the spear that basically at the end of disc 1 of Final Fantasy VIII, by the way, spoiler alert for people who are trying to play Final Fantasy VIII, but again, like me and Bubbles have just talked about, if the spoilers existed longer than 10 years, then you're pretty much in a spoiler-free territory. But there's certain things, like for example, video games, you can give it a few years. Not everybody's going to play the video game right away. Some people get avoid video games. One of the things about Final Fantasy VIII that people talk about is that Squall or Leon for Kingdom Hearts fans was dead, and the reason why why the whole Squall is dead thing even started was just basically people going, well, the reason why he's dead is for so and so's odd reasons. Everyone gives their own reasoning on why Squall is dead, but basically at the very end of the game, at the end of disc 1, he gets stabbed in the shoulder by an icicle spear created by a person named Adenia, and then that's how I remember her name. And then she falls off the side of the building, or he falls off the side of the building, and everyone says that's crazy how he survived, because you see him again in disc 2. And he's just chained up and imprisoned, and him and his friends escape. But then that's where then I think in the very end of the game, after you fight the final boss, it's not revealed that you and it's not revealed that or it's it's weird. It's kind of people actually think that he died because your face is missing. Whenever people recall that, when they recall a specific moment, they say that person's face was missing. Why is that a thing? And everyone basically took it as definitive truth. This person was dead the entire time that this game took place in. And some people go, okay, I could see the truth in that. I could see where you got that idea from. And some people will combat it and say, that is the case. Yes, you are absolutely right. And there are some people who go, no. It doesn't make sense from a narrative point of view. And the idea that he was dead in the entire game, the rest of the games from Disc 2 all the way to Disc 4, basically, for the people that don't know, 3/4 of the game was in a purgatory where he felt like he needed to finish that. And for me, narratively speaking, it's kind of on par with dream theories, where it was all a dream. Not everybody likes the whole dream theory idea kind of thing.
Research.
If people watch Matt Pat's FNAF videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the whole point is that there's a lot of people that like to say these games are dream theory. I actually had a friend who had a theory about the Final Fantasy universe, specifically the Nova Chrysalis. He says if you play any of those games, the one game that developed space travel was Final Fantasy VII in a place called Rocket Town. And like somebody had pointed out, you would actually think that was the case. And like space travel, that's cool, but what makes it so special? Well, their space program failed and they never actually went to space. In the original game, however, they did Yeah, no one's big about Dream Theory. No one is ever big about Dream Theory. It's the biggest cop-out ever. And especially Purgatory Theory is just like right there, though. Unless it actually has something concrete with the story. Like in Final Fantasy II, all the characters that die in Final Fantasy II, they actually have their own adventure in the afterlife through the Purgatory kind of ideal. I probably should have gotten Ifrit. Oh well, Carbuncle gonna have to do. And so, anyways, so I don't. There's a lot of people that don't. Anyways, as I was getting on about is that. Oh crap! I totally lost sight of what I was going with. But yeah, oh yeah, so basically in the Final Fantasy original game, Rocket Town became a thing. And there was a big old rocket. Sid Highwind was supposed to go to space. He never did. He eventually does to kind of get rid of a nuclear warhead, though, unfortunately. And I fell unconscious. I suck. So anyways, he wanted to get rid of a nuclear warhead. I guess what ends up happening is that's not how it kind of worked.
I know the system is functioning properly.
Yeah, he basically blames you for your loss. So anyways, he decides, hey, or the game goes, or basically he makes it into space, but he doesn't get very far. You know, he barely leaves the vicinity of the planet. And they use the rocket as a nuclear weapon against the what was it, that one person's name? They use it against Meteor. I'm taking forever to say this. Well, you see, the theory is that actually, instead of taking place in its own alternate universe, or instead of the entire game taking place in a universe with multiverse or whatever you want to call it, none of the games ever actually explored space. But they actually had the idea that there were other worlds out there, and my friend thinks that because space travel was never a thing in the Final Fantasy games, that all the Final Fantasy games actually take place in its own universe, connected universe, but on different planets that happen to share the same creatures, different cultures, of course. Because there are some creatures that actually have there are some places that have Moogles, but they all look different in some kind of way. Same with Chocobos and a lot of other things. And actually, I actually say that there's probably a timeline at some point where these games were actually a thing. Where like it was all a kind of a thing, and everything follow a specific timeline. I don't have a timeline anymore for it. I used to have one where I said like Final Fantasy IV was the beginning of the timeline because it had primordial summons, and so that's kind of where I made a basis off that. And then from there, I kind of dang, I didn't give myself dang.
All good.
I had a whole thing about it, and then Final Fantasy 15 was kind of the final part. No, yeah, Final Fantasy 15 was kind of the final part of it. Yeah, but it was more like a different kind of modern age. Basically, the way it goes is that all the original game it goes to Final Fantasy 14, and then it builds off the original games. And it gets to Final Fantasy VI. Basically, 1 through 6 follows a specific order, or follows that order. It gets to Final Fantasy VI, and the Industrial Revolution happens. When that happens, all these machines are made, and then starts the events of Final Fantasy X. And then after this Industrial Revolution, they go to Final Fantasy VII. And after 10, it goes to Final Fantasy X. The world ends and Midgar is created. I don't remember anymore. It's gonna start. I'm gonna start sounding like a complete nutcase, and I'm also gonna wait until Aerith is available for this mission because Aerith is what makes Aerith can help me a lot on this mission. Well, mostly because she has the cure magic, and then like I don't know. I don't know if I have enough for high potions.
You give me Gil, I give
There's a
you
lot of theories about these games. One of the games I actually want them to port to modern consoles now is Final Fantasy VI, specifically the Switch, and kind of like the Game Boy Advance version of it. Basically, it's the original graphics, but it's updated to the Game Boy Advance text. Ooh, weapons. What can I buy? It's never weapons. It's always stupid stuff like that. Damn. Yeah,
Got what you need to stay safe?
That's okay. I guess I'm not at a high enough level to take on Shiva yet. I'll probably wait for Aerith. I'll get rid of the elemental materia. What was it? I used revival, wind, revival, assess. I had something else that was already attached here. I want to say I had my own healing materia, but I gave that one to Aerith. I could take Barrett's healing materia. I have my own fire. Cloud does have his... Okay, I have the wind materia. I had the barrier materia. That's what I had.
The emergency shelters in sectors 1.
Yeah, I'm just checking out some of the stuff in town. I want to figure out where I can do mercenary jobs. I kind of want to defeat Shiva.
Can't leave without telling
I was able to do so at one point. Like, fight Shiva by myself and win. But it's kind of hard to do that whenever you don't actually know. I like that the kids, like, haha, we know you future gamers can't go here.
No grown-ups allowed.
I like it's funny because they say, this is our secret hideout. No grown-ups allowed. And then they're just like, dude, we know it's not much of a secret hideout if you're guarding the entrance. Oh well, kids will be kids.
Gramps has been feeling a lot better.
Let's see. I can't leave without telling her.
Nah, can't leave without telling her.
No, but I really want to beat Shiva. So let me see. I'll switch it up real quick. As far as materia goes. Let's see. Instead of barrier, we'll go back to elemental. Instead of revival, let's switch it with... Actually, let's go ahead and just remove it altogether. Let's go to Aerith. We'll take away Aerith's healing materia. And we'll give it to Cloud, because this is, well, Cloud's healing materia. Gave it to Aerith. Okay, wait. Yeah, I was going to go fight the person.
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
But yeah, there's like a lot of crazy fan theories out there about these games. Like, I think there was one where it says Genova was actually the good one, and the ancients are the ones that killed Genova because Genova was the last of their kind or something. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Oh my gosh, this is the kind of grunge I was talking about for these games. I'm gonna go ahead and just assess.
I got your number.
Okay, so lesser resistances are physical, but her weaknesses are fire, immunities to all those mess. Absorbs no tactical data, so yay! I just gotta hit her with fire attacks. So let's go ahead and hit her with Fira.
Calling fire.
Again, I should have probably gotten Ifrit for this battle. Because if you stagger them, you're allowed to summon, and I took Carbuncle with me.
No holding back.
No. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit her with another Fira.
No escape.
Another round of Fira. You get a Fira, you get a Fira, everyone gets a Fira. Yeah. That time I was the smartest. And we'll go ahead and just feel braver.
So long.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, it would have been great to turn this like into a special battle and call it Cloud gets a cold shoulder. Anyway, so we go to Shiva Fire.
It's on now.
And then we'll go ahead and pressure her, so we'll go focus thrust. Woo! We'll do the focus thrust again.
Don't close your...
Oh no! Cloud, wake up! Wake up! Okay, he's awake.
I won't give
But
up.
he needs to run. Okay, so we can do Kira Cloud. Yay! Come on.
Come on.
Dang, that's not nice.
Won't last long.
Like, I know I can do it. I've done it by myself before. I made it my mission in life, but I'm gonna do it one more time, and then I'll go talk to Aerith. And it only took me my second try the last time. Maybe I was at a higher level because I did more grinding on my other save file.
I look forward to receiving all of
Or
your
maybe it's
future
because my
battle intel
upgrades were
submissions.
different too. Wait, I wonder if I can upgrade my weapons. No, I can only upgrade Barrett's. Yeah, only Barrett's. I do get Nail Bat though. Nail Bat's weird. We'll go ahead and give him Ifrit. I don't care. Trade. Because Ifrit makes the whole difference in this battle.
For my research.
Because, you know, fire versus ice. Carbuncle is not ice. He's all healing and support.
Then I invite you
But I
to
do
ready
like
your
Carbuncle. I
portable
might
dial
actually give
simulator.
Aerith Carbuncle, because that totally fits Aerith now I think about it. But she also gets missed during like a majority part of the game. It's actually pretty sad. Dang. Again, sweet. Okay, wait. I already scanned her, so I don't need to waste assess on her. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do Fear.
Burn.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and focus thrust. It's funny, I never actually did. In my first run through, I never actually thought focus thrust actually did anything. It did not click to me that there were abilities like there were focus abilities, but I never thought, wait a minute, this increases this. Yeah, it never occurred to me to do something like that.
Come on.
Yeah, and I feel really dumb for it too.
Time to burn.
Aha, there we go. I don't even think I've ever noticed that she screams too. And I'm gonna go ahead and focus thrust. Oh man, I think I might have upset her a little bit. I think I might have upset her a little bit. I don't know. And I'm gonna go ahead and Kira.
Let's try that again.
Yeah, the summons are actually one of the few bosses that actually don't get like scripted events where you can no longer take damage. Oh, come on. That was BS and y'all know it. Y'all interrupted my attack. It's not fair. I dubbed this boss unfair now. And she gave me slow. That's even worse. I staggered her. Do I get the summon thingy? Let's go to Ether. Let's let Cloud heal up on his HP. Run!
I'll end this.
I'm gonna go ahead and limit break cross slash. Okay. Okay. I'm hoping she can't do any powerful spells that will interrupt me, so Kira. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on. So much for being
Yeah! I did say that was gonna be my last try too. I guess since I technically explored the town, I'm gonna go get Aerith.
Was there
that
a problem?
Kinda does stink though.
I know the system is functioning properly. Take a moment to catch your breath and then try again. I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Yeah.
That's what's called easy.
I guess we'll go talk to Aerith.
Is something wrong?
You could say that. Sounds like someone spooked the kids.
Yeah, 2 of them disappeared. They ran away after this creepy guy wearing black clothes showed up.
Oh man.
That's what I thought, but no.
It's this guy who's always stumbling around town in a dirty robe full of holes. They say
everyone
he's
remember
sick or
that for the
something.
next game.
Oh, and he had some kind of note
Unless you
tattooed
played
on
the
his
original
arm.
game, then you know
I don't
exactly
like
what
the
this
sound
person's
of this.
talking about.
I'm gonna check it out.
I know someone who fits that description. I'll come with.
Okay.
Come on.
Aerith, join the party. Love to study. Nobody just loves to study.
No.
Unless you're one person that loves to study. I get the feel. I think this is the mission where they let the kids go, or the kid takes lets the adults go do things with them. Oh, first I like to mess my materia because I do not want Cloud to always be carrying the elemental materia. It was the thing I had. I don't want to do it anymore. It's exhausting. And then I'll carry the revival materia. Aerith can have the healing materia back.
Come on.
I know this place is off limits to grown-ups, but if we want to rescue them, well, we gotta break the
do
rules.
this thing. That's what I say.
Oats! You're back!
Aerith's come to help.
Where's Hull?
Yeah, leave it to us. We'll take care of it from here.
But there are monsters out there!
Don't worry. I've brought a super strong friend along with me.
I used to be a
like it.
soldier. So where's the guy?
I don't know. He disappeared and we can't find him.
Right now, let's worry about the kids.
Come on.
Alright.
You guys have got to hurry and find our friends, okay?
Flower, pretty blue flower, won't you talk to me?
Could you imagine getting the if flowers could talk?
They ran off this way. Be careful.
Where do you think they went?
Who knows? They're kids. Nothing to do but look all over.
I just want to find them in time.
overdo it.
I'll take care of him.
Come on.
One more shot.
I think Arcane Lord.
Try using it.
No, I never even bothered to check to see if she was even proficient with her Arcane Ward. She is not.
Was never in doubt.
She is not. I repeat.
I'll protect you.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself, you know.
Huh. I guess I'll assess. Never hurt. Yeah, and to make the assess ability, I guess after you assess different monsters and stuff, like the entire bestiary, the assess material isn't completely useless because you can determine what their HP is. But at the same time, I feel like that is that's okay.
Serious.
I don't think we need to know that badly. We just know it's high. Like I don't know if anyone is actively or consciously, you know, like we have to check their HP. It could go. It could be anything. I don't know anybody that's like that. If y'all guys know, well, good for y'all.
Not bad.
I wouldn't want to. I may not want another person completely.
Ah, there they are.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe I actually had.
Not alone.
Dang it! They're not alone. That's something that didn't need to like grasp my attention, you know. Just like I know they're trying to make cutscenes where they kind of integrate with the gameplay, but I don't think so. That might be weapon ability learned, yay! And then Cloud gets a level up. Luck material improved too, yay! Now I can get more lucky. Wait, I also got the steel materia now I think about it. Let's look at my materia. What do we got? Assess is maxed out. Revival, luck up, just went up. I don't need the luck. I would like the steel materia though. Dude, let's see. My luck didn't go up that much, did it? Wow. Oh, the steel materia is max, so I don't need to actually level up the steel materia. Guess it would be nice to have it though. Let's see. If free. Oh, yeah. I think we'll go ahead and give Aerith Carbuncle. It fits her. And then we'll give the Chocomog the.
Bring it.
That was close.
Enough.
Stay back.
Get ready. See ya. That'll do. Here it comes.
Yeah.
We gotta save them.
All right.
I'm surprised that thing hasn't come to life to attack us. That usually does. But I guess it's because we gotta fight these guys. Okay, so we have people that are getting ready to attack us. So let's go ahead and let's see what materia I have. Healing, ice, that's what I thought I had. Okay. So as much as I'd like to level up wind, I'm gonna go ahead and give him lightning. I'm gonna give him the cloud lightning one. Ferret lightning would be good too, but I'm gonna go with cloud lightning.
Aerith! Aerith! Hold on!
And let's see. Wait, do I have these other people here? Yeah, I got them assessed already, so I'm gonna go ahead and do spells. I'm gonna cast Thunder on Smocker. And of course I got Silent while I was already casting my spell. Super!
That was close.
Smogger, you stink. Wake someone up, Smelling Salt, Echo Mist, Cure Silence. Let's go with that.
Gotta be careful.
I'm gonna actually go to Arcane Ward. And then I'm gonna go ahead.
Just go away!
Aerith does have every right to complain.
They're just getting.
And of course I fell on time. Super.
I can't believe you. Go on! That'll do!
Then I'm gonna go ahead and not Soul Drain, but let's go ahead and Phoenix down Cloud.
I'm here.
Shake it off.
And we'll go ahead. Oh. Man, why does Prey take up so much? Oh yeah, because he gets improved.
This one's for you!
It's an improved ability.
This might be it. Just taking a little break.
I swear this is probably the most annoying thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and give myself. Let's give it to Aerith.
Go on!
After you.
I should probably heal up first.
I'm waiting.
And let's go ahead and cast Kira on myself.
Keep it up. One more shot. We'll make it quick.
Actually, oh, and Cloud has Raise. Super.
Okay, up and at 'em.
I could have probably done a really good thing with Sweet Season too.
And catch. Stay strong, okay? This one's
There
for
we
you.
go. And because now Aerith can now do anything pretty much.
Bundle up. Can you take over for a bit? I won't let you down.
Take the lead.
We've got to get through this.
Healing Ward, Refocus. Refocus is really good. Not gonna lie.
Let the winds caress you.
But I'm okay. I'd rather heal us.
You're still doing okay, right?
Brace yourself.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just
try this.
Get a double whammy while I'm at it.
It's over.
Yeah.
Get him.
And let's go ahead and go here. Thunder.
Fry. Buzz off.
See, that was so much easier. Let's see, she's not silenced, so but I'm gonna give her something else. Let's see. Okay, so she can't do the thing. Something else.
Get him.
But I will do this.
Calling lightning.
That was close.
Does that like hurt him short functioning whenever he does that?
That really I'm feeling pretty weak.
Keep it together.
I'll do what I can.
And let's see. Pray.
I'll take care of you. Stay back.
Of all the times.
I don't see why I didn't use that more often.
No way.
I guess it's just because in the other games it's kind of it's kind of bad.
You're done. Going all out.
I'm gonna go ahead and just cross slash. I can probably. I think that's how. I think the more I do that, I gain the ascension. And then I'll come over here and go after the kids.
Careful.
Watch out! The ground's really shaky. It's because of the reactor. You can't trust your feet.
I'll go.
There he goes, Captain America Cloud.
Come on.
Whoa. Thank you. That was cool.
Sure was.
Okay, let's head back.
Oh my gosh, go first. Come on. Let's hurry. Dang, these guys take slow.
Run and hide.
Of course. Let's go with Thunder.
Fry.
Get him! Just
Buzz off.
Yeah.
to be so strong. Well, you see, Cloud here used to be a soldier.
He was? Did you go fight in the war?
I might have.
I like how he says I might have, but he doesn't really remember himself. Makes himself sound cool when he's really not. I will say though, Cloud's entire backstory kind of puts Dream Theory on. He does spin it on his head because all I see, Bubbles, is your Dream Theory comment or statement, I should say.
Good.
And that's basically Cloud when he was in like in a vegetative state. He was being dragged around. I'm gonna go ahead. He was being dragged around. Somebody told him his life story, and he
just grow up to be a soldier. You gotta work at it.
Yeah, instead of you know, listening to what the guy had to say, I guess. No, what's the term I'm actually looking for? The way he spun it on his head, I guess, was that after he heard these stories and he finally snapped out of his vegetative state, he took those stories and thought that was his life story. So he took somebody else's memories and made it his own. And I don't think it has anything to do with Dream Theory, but basically he thought that everything that Sephiroth was imagining was just to trick him. And then he got into a vegetative state the similar way and had to snap out of it, basically, through Mako poisoning. See right here. He's having flashbacks. This dude has some serious PTSD issues.
Tifa? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Is Tifa like your girlfriend?
No.
Bet she's someone special.
It's not like that.
I like how Cloud's like, it's not like that.
I don't know how to explain.
I see.
He's so defensive, but I think he's just underhandedly he likes her. Way to go, kid. I like how all these kids all of a sudden built. They all were carrying poles at one point, and now they're all holding
Okay, I will.
Wooden copies of Cloud's
Since
Buster
you're so
Sword.
cool. You guys are both grown-ups, but you're also one of us now. You can come and play here whenever
So I think
you
that's
want.
kind of adorable because you actually don't see them carrying that until Cloud comes along, and now they all have Buster Swords. Aw, where's Choco Mog? Oh, where's the Mog? There's a Moogle here. Oh, there he is.
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
Oh no.
Wait.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure if there are Dementors in the game, I'm pretty sure this guy's a Death Eater. And just yeah.
Not him.
I mean, in the original game, he was basically a Sephiroth clone that wasn't considered failed by Hojo standards, but you know, who's keeping track of that?
Come to think.
I think Hojo has a completely different version of what's considered success and a failure. Oh yeah, and Cloud happens to see this guy and go, it's Sephiroth. Oh no, don't worry dude, it's my dude, it's just a reunion. I'm going to our family reunion. You should come. That's basically an invitation. Cloud's reunion. I bet y'all are all dying to watch.
Get it together. Come on.
And it's funny because Aerith actually knows what's going on.
Sephiroth, the war hero? I know
Yeah.
he died in an accident 5 years ago. They said so on the news.
Okay, so let me repeat that. Aerith has probably
he's still
seen
alive.
her share of PTSD of some kind, maybe. I don't know. Because he's like, get it together, and she's
Come on,
saying it in a
let's go.
calm manner. And I'm pretty sure she means get it together as in,
Cloud,
hey
I
man.
know a lot of people around here need help. When I'm out on patrol, a lot of them tell me about their problems. Do you think you might be interested in helping out?
Well, I'm all for it. We still have plenty of time.
I'm on the clock.
Yay.
Don't worry. I give you permission.
I always have the latest information. Come find me if you want to know.
Oh, here we go. Finally, he shows up.
Oh my, is that a Moogle?
You can see me, Kupo? Then you two must be very, very special people. In that
See what I mean?
case,
The Moogles are different.
welcome to the Moogle Emporium. I'm the owner, Moggy.
You must
Moggy.
not be familiar with Mog the Moogle. It's a pretty famous fairy tale. Mog wanted to bring happiness to all the Moogles of the forest, so he decided to open a shop of wonders.
Which is actually
That's
different,
right, Kupo.
this game.
I opened a store to bring happiness to the slums, like Mog. And you know, only people with the purest of hearts can even see Moogles.
You talking about me?
Well, Moogle magic isn't perfect, Kupo. Anyway, we've collected all kinds of rare and wondrous goods. They can be yours if you've got enough Moogle medals, but you'll need to buy a membership first.
I mean, I guess. I guess that was my first
Moogle
mission.
medals, you can spend them here, Kupo.
So, Moggy, what do you do with the medals we give you?
Oh, you know what? I use them to make everyone happy. That's the duty of every Moogle.
Of course, just like Mog the Moogle.
Oh, Moggy.
I see you're working hard, Mr. Merc.
Yep.
It's kind of funny because I had no idea. Every time I
Keep
saw
on working
Moggy,
hard.
I had no freaking idea
As you always
that's what
do,
he's
I'm
about.
sure.
You know, this is how I earn a living.
Huh? Really? I thought you were just doing it for fun.
I suppose some people do.
Hello, I'm some people. Nice to meet you.
She's adorable. I'm not gonna lie. I like her a lot.
Good to see you, Kupo.
Silver Staff. I'll take your entire stock. Art of Swordplay. My gosh. That's actually what hurts me the most right there. Ooh, Graveyard Key. Plot gain 10. Okay, yeah. And then he also leveled up not too long ago, so I'll take that. Okay, so I used up as much as I could.
You guys are great! Thanks to you, I've got a ton of medals, Kupo. Which means I can bring happiness to a ton of people.
Good for you.
Hey, Cloud. Maybe say it like you mean it?
Not until I'm happy. Go on, work your magic. Make me smile. From ear to ear.
I'll need a lot
Kyle,
more
you
medals,
facetious
Kupo.
bastard.
Well, that won't do. Come on, Cloud. Let's go get more.
Good luck, guys!
Oh yeah, my brother does not like the Gold Saucer theme song. But I think it's like the original. He probably doesn't mind that version, but he doesn't like the original version from the original song. And I said, stay away from the Gold Saucer episode of Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged, because Yuffie makes it worse for everybody. Joker. Let's see. Let's upgrade some weapons. My weapon leveled up again. And guess we'll add a new attack. We'll do this. Okay. That's all we can do for that, sadly. No, come on. Okay, so let's look here. Ooh, okay. We'll increase the magic attack power of Iron Blade. Will we ever use it? Probably not, but I can't really do much, you know? I wish I could give it all to Buster Sword. I could do that in a heartbeat. Aerith. Ooh. I'll put... She'll take your entire stock. Okay. Awesome. So her silver staff gets that. I'll probably give her a silver staff here. Oh no, I'm all spent. Kind of sucks when you level up in order. Oh, Sorcerer's Storm, so good. That's a good ability to have. Very good. Aerith, Guard Stick. We'll go to the Silver Staff. I mean, her magic attack is the most important thing, honestly, when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, we'll reslot. I'll probably keep it for a long time too. Now, I won't say it's rare to change for me to change, but I also won't say it's like, I don't know what I was going to use a term. Let's see. Poison materia. Cloud has a barrier materia. I mean, first strike materia isn't actually that bad now I think about it. I'll do it some other time. I guess in the meantime, though, let's add something that's really awesome. Let's go with, because, like, she comes loaded with materia whenever you get her. But it also kind of sucks because I feel like that's, like, her signature materia. I'll probably give her fire. Yeah, I'll give her fire materia because she's almost done with this healing materia. And then at that point, I'll switch the healing materia. Yeah, that's kind of how I keep them going in circulations. I just keep switching the materia. But yeah, when it comes to Aerith, she's super useful. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's where the Moogle merchant is. Okay, so let's see. I'll probably tackle, yeah, I was gonna go fight Shiva after I collected her, but I'm already spent. Cause, okay, not gonna lie, I'm kind of done now. So, yeah, thanks for coming over to the stream, you guys. I had a lot of fun. If y'all could, subscribe, ring the notification button next to the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next stream. Bubbles, thanks again for joining. Hope we can see you in future streams. Alright, awesome. And I'll catch y'all later.